Welcome back to Hollywood Recapped. Today we will recap a romantic, drama, mystery movie named Damage, released in the year 1992. This film is inspired by real incidents. The film starts with a man called Stefan, who was a doctor before entering politics and is now a great leader and cabinet minister. He lives in London with his wife Ingrid and daughter Sally. He has a son named Martin, a young journalist who lives independently and occasionally visits his family. Stefan attends a party one day and meets a young girl named Anna. Martin, his son, is her boyfriend. Stefan, on the other hand, is unaware of this, and they speak for a time, and when Stefan is occupied with some other people, he is clearly thinking of Anna. Anna, on the contrary, shares the same feelings about Stefan. After a few days, Martin takes Anna to visit his family. Stefan and Anna appear to be acquainted for the first time and eat lunch next to each other. Likewise, Anna and Stephen are staring at one another, both eager to see one another again, but can't really say anything. Stefan gets a phone call from Anna one day, they converse, and Anna provides him an address and asks him to see her there. Stefan visited that location and met Anna. They are both aware of what is about to follow. Stefan loses control and begins kissing her after a time, following which he undresses her, and they become intimate for the first time. Stefan subsequently discovers, during an intense intimate encounter, that his relationship with Anna is faulty in numerous ways. He doesn't bother because he is so in love with Anna. Stefan begins a relationship with Anna. Every day, they meet in hidden areas and make sex. After a few days, Martin is promoted. Stefan and his entire family are gathered around the dinner table to toast Martin's promotion. Anna can also be found there. Martin's mother inquires about Anna's background, and Anna informs them that there was a brother of her who committed suicide some few years ago. Martin's mother inquires as to the cause for his suicide. Anna then responds that he was in love with somebody that wasn't perfect for him. Martin will drives Anna off at her house after dinner and then return. Stefan can be seen eyeing them from a distance. He walked inside Anna's house when he saw Martin leave. Stefan says Anna that he desired to kiss her at the dinner table, that he wished to touch her, and that he really cannot keep away from her. Then Anna responds, "Don't stress, we'll be together." They are deeply in love with one another and soon after, engage in an intense love-making session. Anna explains after a heartfelt sex encounter, that her family often move from one location to another, which is why my brother used to start taking care of me. Care turned into love after a while, and he was very possessive of me. He began to love me a degree that he committed suicide for me since he desired a physical relationship, and she was troubled about her brother's suicide. Anna urges Stefan that he should leave their relationship alone and not try to change anything. When Stefan subsequently speaks with mother, she informs him that Martin and Anna are on holiday in Paris. Stefan is saddened to hear this, and afterward we see that Stefan can't focus on any task due to Anna, which is why he chooses to go to Paris in the desire to meet Anna. Stefan contacts Anna and tells her to meet him someplace, and Anna leaves Martin asleep in the room alone. She arrived to meet Stefan. They eventually meet and begin kissing. Stefan tells Anna that he cannot remain away from her since he loves her very much. Anna informs him that Martin is alone inside the hotel, and that she needs to depart. Stefan, on the other hand, is restless and can't stay away. So he pursues her to the hotel and rents a room within the same hotel where Martin and Anna are staying, from which he can watch them. One day, Stefan sees Martin and Anna having intercourse from his room. He smiles briefly before breaking down and weeping like a baby. After a few days, Stefan contacts Anna and asks her to meet him. While they meet, Anna tries to explain to Stefan that they should not meet in this manner, and that she only desires to spend time with Stefan having sex and not in love relationships. Stefan, on the contrary, is deeply in love with her, and is willing to abandon his wife for her. Anna tries to convince him and tells him that if you depart from your wife, you will damage your family, and if you wish to leave her for me, then don't do it. Once I marry your son, I will be with you for life. One day, when Stefan arrived to see Anna, he noticed a man named Peter at her residence. Peter is Anna's ex-lover and close friend. Stefan becomes enraged and departs from her house, but after Peter leaves, Stefan returns. Stefan inquires about Peter, and Anna responds that Peter was her very first love, and one day, her brother witnessed them becoming intimate in a car. Her brother became enraged since Anna and her brother were having a sexual relations, and he couldn't bear the thought of anybody else making physical contact with Anna. As a result, her brother committed suicide. Peter looked after Anna when her brother died, and they had a wonderful time around each other. Stefan is saddened to hear this and sues Anna. Stefan and his family then head to Ingrid's father's place to celebrate her birthday. Martin takes Anna to dinner, and while they're having meal, Martin discloses that he will marry Anna soon. With the exception of Ingrid and Stefan, everyone is cheerful. Anna worries Ingrid, since she is typically silent and mysterious. She seemed to be holding something important, whereas Stefan loves Anna and does not want anybody else to marry her. When everyone else is sleeping in their rooms, Stefan and Anna meet and hook up late at night. Stefan's daughter Sally notices him as he exits the room. Stefan attempts to explain to Sally the next day that he and Ingrid dislike Anna and do not want her to marry Martin, which is why he walked to her room to tell her, so Sally trusts him and leaves him. Then, we see that Anna and her mother come here to see Martin's family, and her mother chats to Martin and praises him. She informs them that Anna usually dates the wrong person, and she is relieved that somehow this time she chose the right man. She informs them that Martin and Anna's brother pretty much look the same, which is why she chose Martin. Everyone feels strange hearing that, as Anna becomes enraged and asks her mother to stop. Her mother is also upset because she wrecked the entire supper. Afterwards, Stefan drives Anna's mother to her hotel. While on the way, Anna's mother tells him that Anna is happy right now, and she doesn't want anyone to ruin that. Stefan says to her, "I don't know what you're trying to convey." She responds, "I know things about you and Anna at the dinner table, you just weren't looking at one another like you were keeping a secret." She warns him to put an end to whatever is going on between them or he will damage lots of lives. Later, Stefan calls Anna and finally breaks their relationship. Stefan, on the other hand, is constantly affected and confused. Stefan receives a parcel one day, and when he opens it, he discovers a key and address inside it. The present was from Anna. Anna moved into a new residence in order to maintain her romance with Stefan. After a few days, Martin takes Anna home to prepare for the wedding. When Stefan and Anna are alone, Anna says, "If I desired to leave you, why then would I marry your son? I wish to be with you, which is why I am marrying your son." She assures him that nothing will change between us. Then, when Stephen and Anna meet at that new place, they begin kissing and cuddling bare on the bed. They start making sex, and Stefan is unaware that he has left the key in the door. On the opposite hand, we notice Martin, who was also inside the building looking for Anna. When he gets to the door, he notices the key within. He enters the room and is stunned to see his father nude, having sex with his girlfriend. Martin has no understanding of anything and walks backwards, falling down the stairs and dying instantaneously. Stefan is shocked to learn that his son has died, and he rushes up to Martin and holds him. Eventually, news of Martin's demise and Stephen's adultery spreads quickly around the city. Stefan returns home, and his wife informs him that Martin was unaware about the condo. He got there since the landlord told him about Anna. She continues, "I'm pleased that occurred, because I don't understand how long you might have deceived on me, and Martin, if it hadn't." She is overcome with sadness and begins to cry. She is so enraged with Stefan that she strikes him and screams him that he, not Martin, should have died. The following day, when Ingrid asks Stefan if he has ever loved her, Stefan has no answers. Stefan eventually resigned from his work due to his negative reputation. He drove to see Anna, but she refused to talk to him. After a few years, we find Stefan living lonely. He longs for Anna and his son Martin. Stefan believes that there is nothing greater than love, and he is still in love with Anna. Because of Anna, Stefan has damaged his entire family. Finally, Stefan mentions that he had last seen Anna at the airport, in which she was with Peter, and that she has a child. She is enjoying her life, while Stefan is left behind with nothing but anguish and remorse. And the movie ends here. Let me know what you all think in the comments section below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss the next recap.